Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to do a countdown timer on your Garmin Forerunner 955 watch. Now I'm using the solar version, shouldn't matter whether you've got the solar or the non-solar version. I'll also say that this is a touchscreen enabled watch. I'm going to be doing most of this using the buttons, but you could obviously use the touchscreen functionality as well if you're more of a touchscreen person. So the timers is a little bit hard to explain because there's a few different ways you can get to timers on this watch. By default, when you get the watch, it will be in your control wheel. To get to your control wheel, we're going to press and hold the top left button, which is our light button. That'll take you into basically what's like a quick menu, and then you can use the up or down button. You should see a value in here that says timer. If you don't see it there, you can add items to your control wheel. I've done a video in the past that shows you how to do that. The other thing is you can also have an application on your watch called clocks. If I press the top right button, you'll see that I've got that installed. If I go into clocks, press the down button, you'll also see the option for timers. In this video, I'm just going to do it the basic way. We're going to press and hold the top left button. We're going to choose timer. When we get in here, it's going to basically say, how do you want to set your timer? It's going to put you on minutes. If you wanted to go back to hours, you could simply press the bottom right button. That will take you back. Again, if you're a touchscreen person, it's pretty easy because you can just simply click anywhere you want to on the watch. I can move up or down to change my values using touchscreen. I could also use the up or down buttons over here on the left to do the same thing. Once I've got my hours confirmed, press the top right button. Pressing the top right button will always save and move you to the next value. So let's do a 2-minute timer. I could adjust the seconds if I want to, but 2 minutes is fine. I'm going to press the top right button. It's going to ask me to confirm my timer. Now we've built a timer. We are in our timer screen. You can see my current time is at the top, 9 a.m. My timer value is 2 minutes, and my amount remaining on the timer is 2 minutes. When I'm ready to start the timer, I can press the top right button. You'll notice that there's a bar that's going around here that's showing my timer progressing. I can press the top right button again to stop. I can go into the options of the timer by pressing the middle button on the left-hand side once. I can reset the time or adjust the time. So if I didn't want it to be 2 minutes, I wanted to go ahead and make that a 3-minute timer, I could do that here. I can also save the timer. So if this is something I want to be able to revisit every time I go back into the timer option, I could do that. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Basically, save timer means it's going to save the value and take me back to the timer. I can turn on a restart. Restart means at the end of my 3-minute timer, does the timer just automatically restart again or not? That's a simple toggle on or off. I can change the sound vibration options. So do I want this timer when the time expires just to make a noise? If so, I would choose tone. Do I want it just to vibrate? Do I want it to both vibrate and make a noise? Or do I want no sound and no vibration? Set that however you want. Now, we can save the timer or we can press the back button to go back. So you can see now that I've adjusted my timer to 3 minutes. Let's start it. Let's say that I'm grilling and I didn't put the meat on when I thought I would. If I didn't want to stop it, I could just press the bottom left button to reset it and it'll automatically just restart the timer. The other thing is if you press the bottom right button, it'll take you to your timers menu. So I could go in here and I could add another timer, or I could do what's called a quick timer, which is basically just a really quick value. I want to do a 10-minute timer here. Now, if I press the bottom right button, you'll see that I've got 2 timers going. I've got my 10-minute timer, and I've got my 3-minute timer. I could go down and add an additional timer. So what's cool is you can have multiple timers going at the same time. I can press the back button, and I'm back at my main watch face. So I can do other things on my watch while these timers are going in the background. So if I wanted to go look at, I don't know, the barometric pressure, no problem. My timers are still running back there. When I want to go back to my timers, I can again press the top left button. It shows me my timers. I've got 2 active ones. Go back into the timer screen and then choose the one I want to see. I can sit there and say, okay, I've got 9 11 left on my 10-minute timer. I've got 1:45 on my 3-minute timer. You'll notice that this one up here is not showing that it's a 10-minute timer. That's because we did it as a quick timer. A quick timer is not going to have those values, and it's not really going to be saved. It's just, hey, I want to go do a really quick timer. I don't want to do any other settings. That's what a quick timer is. This one's showing the 3-minute value because we actually saved that timer. If I wanted to stop any of these, I could simply go into it, stop it. If I go back, I still have my 10-minute timer running, but I've stopped my 3-minute timer. Go ahead and stop this one. And now I've successfully started, and stopped my timers. Let's go ahead and go back now. I don't have any timers running. If I go back into the timer screen, it still has everything saved from before. So I could go into my quick timer and I could basically reset it if I wanted to. Or I could go into the timer that I had originally built and saved, and I could change any of the values I want. Or I could add a timer. Pretty basic stuff. Pretty cool that you've got multiple countdown timers you can have running at the same time with different values. The thing I should mention is that the other thing is the sound and vibrate option is per countdown timer. So if you want one countdown timer that's silent, you want a totally different one that's vibrate, and you want a totally different one that's sound, you can do that. Anyway, I hope the video helps. If you like videos about watches, I hope you'll think about subscribing to this channel. Thanks for watching.